While he was busy confusing his dementia test for an IQ test this week, Donald Trump also made a shocking admission about how horrible his health actually is by telling everyone that while he was at his recent routine semi-annual checkup at Walter Reed, he had an MRI. And again, he claims it was routine. However, doctors and medical experts across the country are now telling everybody, no, MRIs are not, in fact, part of a routine medical checkup. An MRI is done when a doctor suspects something and they're trying to confirm that the something is either there or not there. That is why MRIs are done. Now, Trump did not specify what kind of MRI he had because there are also cardiac MRIs, not just the MRIs that look at the brain. It could be an MRI for a, back injury. It could have been done for all sorts of things. But considering the fact that he admitted he once again had to take the Montreal Cognitive Assessment to see if he was showing any signs of dementia, and he had an MRI that could have been looking at his brain, you don't necessarily have to have a medical degree to kind of put the pieces of this puzzle together. The only question is, was the cognitive assessment done before or after the MRI? Because that's what makes a world of difference. We know that Donald Trump has had cholesterol issues because he's on rosuvastatin, according to his medicine list. We know that he is on an aspirin regimen, so his heart may be a little bit weaker. So it could have been a cardiac MRI. Hey, let's just make sure that we do not have any plaque buildup, that we don't have anything, not working right. Let's do that. Okay? That's fine. But if they gave him that Montreal Cognitive Assessment, which he admitted was really, really hard, and then they performed an MRI on his brain, that tells you everything you need to know, right? Because if he took that test and then the doctors were like, okay, you know what? Take off your watch, take off any metal you have. We're going to put you in this big machine now because we need to take a look at something. Right? I mean, the order of operations here is what's important. Did the Montreal Cognitive Assessment happen before the MRI or after the MRI? Because it could be the same thing too. Maybe they just said, hey, you've been a little weird, man. Let's do an MRI. And then after the MRI, they saw it and said, ooh, okay, we're going to need you to draw a clock for us, buddy. Can you do that? So, yeah, order of operations does in fact matter, and the type of MRI matters. But the bottom line here is this administration, far greater than anything the Biden administration covered up, is hiding all of this from the public. They're not being forthcoming. They're actively trying to say that Trump is the healthiest person that's ever walked the face of the earth. They're lying about his weight. They're lying about his body fat percentage. They're lying about all of it. And we never saw that with the Biden administration. Okay? Biden slowed down. Biden had cognitive decline. And I talked about it right here during his administration. Most of us on the left did talk about that because it was blatantly obvious to everyone. His White House, the Biden White House, didn't address it, okay? But Biden wasn't walking around with makeup covering up his bruises like he's in a Carrie Underwood country song. Biden didn't walk around with medical devices poking out of his clothing like Donald Trump is. Biden didn't have an MRI. All of these things happened to Trump in the last 10 and a half months. And this administration tells us the same thing over and over and over and over. He's the healthiest guy in the world. I would say the cover-up that has taken place in the last 10 months is far worse than any cover-up that may have happened during that Biden administration. Thanks for watching, everybody. And if you're not already, please subscribe to the channel. We got fresh content every day for you. And if you want to follow us across social media, make sure you check out all of the social links that we have posted in the description of this video.